So this is day 2. This is how my skin is looking. So if you all would like to see my experience, then stick around. Just to let y'all know, there is going to be some blood in this video, so be aware of that. And I will see you all in another video. Bye.
Well, any questions or concerns before we start?
So can you explain exactly what this is?
So this is microneedling.
Okay.
We're using the DermaPen device. This has 11 microneedles. What the microneedles are doing is they're creating microchannels within the skin, thus promoting the healing process, which basically initiates collagen production. Collagen production is not only helping, of course, the collagen and the elastin in the skin, but it's helping tone, texture, fine lines, any sort of scarring that could also be taking place on the skin.
Okay.
And then it's helping with pigment as well.
Oh,
and
great.
that's because the needles themselves are actually manually breaking up that pigment, and then the pigment's absorbed within the body.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with just cleansing your skin. And then I'll use a hyaluronic acid.
And it's painful. I mean, not painful, excuse me.
It's uncomfortable, but I am going to apply a numbing cream.
Okay.
So you're gonna have a numbing cream. It's not gonna be so bad. There are places kind of top of the forehead, right around the eyes, top of the lip, top of the chin. Those are the more uncomfortable areas.
Okay.
The cheeks are way easier.
Does this help with hyperpigmentation?
It sure does. Yep. All of those like little pigmented spots.
Yeah.
It'll help to break up. And you're lucky that you really don't have any deep scarring, so we don't have to go in so deep.
Okay.
So this device does actually go in so deep on some settings that you could possibly need anesthesia. Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. So we only put it in just a little bit, only about a 0.5 depth, maybe 1.0.
Okay.
The anesthesia would be like 3.0, and that is more than a tattoo. That's like deeper depth. Yeah.
Wow.
And they do that, but again, you have to be under anesthesia and go to like a plastic surgeon for that.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, which you should want to if you're going in that deep to the skin. Yeah, somebody drug me and knock me out, please. So this is our BLT numbing cream.
Oh, okay.
This is going to help to take away some of the sensitivity.
Okay.
This is a combination of, when I say tetracaine, lidocaine, and benzocaine. So this is just helping to numb the area. Because around the bony parts, it's going to be a lot more intense.
Yeah.
And a little more uncomfortable. And then around the areas that have a little more fatty tissue between the bone and the skin, not quite as bad. It's just really chin, cheeks, forehead.
Yeah.
And I think the top of the lip, so I always do the top of the lip too. So remember, with the microneedling, you're gonna be a little sore and maybe even a little bruised tomorrow.
Okay.
That's okay, that's just what happens, because we are kind of instigating that healing process. So we want the skin to have to heal something.
So what are some things to avoid afterwards?
So no active products.
Okay.
You're only gonna use a gentle cleanser. You're only gonna use your moisturizer and only your sunscreen for 5 whole days, morning and night. And that gives the skin time for the blood to coagulate and for basically the channels that we're opening and creating within the skin to heal.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna be putting on a hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid holds 1,000 times its weight in water.
Okay.
It's moisture for the skin, but it's gonna give us the slip that we need for the needles to pass over the skin gently, okay? So I'm gonna start with the side of your face. I start about here on the temple. We work our way around till I get back to the forehead, and then we do the most uncomfortable spots, which is the nose and the top of the lip, okay? So we'll start with the easier stuff first. If you need a break at any point in time, or it's too uncomfortable, you let me know, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna let that sit in for just a minute. Give you a little hydration on the area. And this, I want it just to seep in. This is another type of medication. It's called Neuromed. So this one isn't quite as intense, but I like it to kind of soak into the skin. It gives it a little better of an effect. And when I'm doing the DermaPen, I'm taking it right below the jawline, okay?
Oh, okay.
So that when you look up, you don't look like my aunties with good faces and bad neck. Like, you know, they got turkey neck going on. They didn't do anything to it. They only took care of their faces. Here we go. We're gonna begin. You ready? I'm gonna count down for you. 1, 2, 3. Is that bearable?
Yep.
Okay. Yep, gets a little shaky at the eyeballs. I like to go around the contours of the eyes too and get right where little fine lines start to set in so that we're kind of hitting them before they ever even happen. And ALIcia actually has great skin for this. People with acne scarring, it is good for acne scarring, but the way my movements are so fluid, I can't do that. When someone has acne scars, we have to basically stamp the area. Okay. So that means you hold the needles in one area and leave them there. Okay. And then you pick it up and go to a different area. So you see we've got a reaction, we've got some pinpoint bleeding there. That section is done. We did what we wanted to do. And then we just lightly dab it. You don't want to rub it afterwards because it's sore. So I just dab it up a little bit. And I like to leave a little bit of that hyaluronic there just because it helps. See, you had a little bit of pinpoint bleeding. See? See everyone? And then each area we do the same thing. So we're just doing it in sections.
Okay.
So do you do that until you start seeing that reaction?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. And if you're not seeing that reaction, may not be going deep enough.
Okay.
Oh, I have the same thing. I know. That's all right. Nobody can see them. Everybody looks at your pretty lips instead. They're not looking at that. Yep. Especially guys. They're like, I don't even see a chin. What's a chin? Yep. They don't pay any attention to, unless we're talking or moving, they're not paying attention. So, all right. Here we go. You can just relax it. It'll be more uncomfortable if you don't. 1, 2, 3. Is that bearable? Okay. Doing a great job. If the needling hits your lip line, that's okay. All right. I've actually wondered that myself. What would happen if I needled my lips? Because it boosts collagen production. Yeah. You know? So would it make my lips more full? I don't know. I think I'm gonna try it. I'll be doing it at home one day. It's better than what did Kylie Jenner do, the thing that you suck your lips into? Did you see that thing? Like, I'm not doing that. We used to do that on Coca-Cola bottles and get in trouble. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not paying for that at least.
Okay, so I need to use the HydroBalance.
So you need to use the HydroBalance. HydroBalance is the hyaluronic acid. It's pumping moisture into your skin. So when it's pumping moisture into your skin, these little filaments that are in this area cannot hold on to congestion the same way. It's easier to come up and out. So then when you're using a scrub at home or any sort of exfoliating chemical like your Mandelic wash, it's helping everything to come up and out easier. So the HydroBalance, I mean, keeping moisture in the skin is key. If I had to give you one product other than your cleanser and other than your moisturizer, all I would ever give is HydroBalance to everyone.
Okay.
Yep, because hyaluronic acid really is the best source of moisture for a topical.
So I have lost sideburns and I like trimmed them today. Is it bad to do that prior to this?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you're not like waxing your face right before this,
Okay.
that's fine. I've definitely had some ladies that get a little chin hair and wax and then come in for a chemical peel or something, and that will hurt you because when you're waxing, you're already exfoliating the skin.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that we worry about.
Yeah, I do. I see here, I wanted to mention that the craters, like a little crater, is that what they're called? Like the little dent?
Yeah, the little indention. It's a little acne scar. You don't have nothing near a crater though.
Okay.
Just a little scar.
Okay.
You mean right here, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the one right there? I think that's the only one that I can really see.
Might be fading, but
oh, okay.
Before a little bit more distinct. Yeah, the thing is right here, somewhere around there. I don't know if we're struggling to see it then.
Yeah, right? It's looking good then. This will make it look even better. Yeah, I mean, I really don't feel any indentions. Because that's what I look for, is I look with my eyes and then I'm feeling with my fingertips because they can see so much better. And I really don't. I mean, even pressing in, maybe a little something right there, but not much. This needling will help that. It'll help to even it.
And then this up here near my eye, that little scar there, it's like
This one?
that one and the one above it right there, where that mole is. Yeah, it's like the mole got inflamed and it caused like a dark, that one right there.
Right, it caused a little pigmentation.
Yeah.
All right, we'll hit that one real good. I'll just kind of hold it on there for a second when I get to that point.
Okay.
So if you feel me stop, that's what we're doing. I know, we're gonna hit these little areas again too. Let's give them just a minute so they're not too sore. Get your little hyaluronic mustache off of here. I know if you leave it on there, it like dries white. So you'll have like a white line or something.
So have you heard of those dermarollers?
Uh-huh.
What's the difference between this and that?
Dermaroller, the gauge is different on the micro needle or on the needles themselves. And the rollers are actually creating tears within the skin rather than micro channels. Tears within the skin are basically like scratches and abrasions. That's not healing the same way and can actually cause scarring. And if you do it too much, it deteriorates the elastin and collagen within the skin. So the reason that we only do this every 5 to 6 weeks is because we want the skin.
Okay, so you said that the more that they roll the thing on their skin, then it thins the skin?
Right, so the roller is actually creating tears within the skin rather than micro channels. So creating tears within the skin over and over again rather than letting the skin heal for the 5 to 6 weeks of that whole collagen building process, then the skin's elastin and collagen starts to break down and deteriorate. So then it's being used too much and it's breaking down the fibers and not giving it time to heal itself.
Yeah.
It's just like if you had a wound and it's scabbed over and you kept picking at the scab would never heal because you keep picking at it and then it becomes a scar. It's the same thing. Because we are creating a healing process, it does not create scarring because they're micro channels, and the healing process is pretty quick. But if you do it over and over and over again, you can get some texture that is similar to scarring and you can deteriorate the elastin and collagen within the skin.
Wow.
Yep. So microneedling is important, and it's important the way that it's used too.
Okay, because I know it's like cheaper with the roller, and like people say they've had good experiences, but I just wasn't sure. Like,
I personally, as an esthetician, don't use them because it tears.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. If it was actually a stamping system where it was creating direct channels, good to go. But that's not creating direct channels. Most of the time they're not disinfected. People are not using UV sanitizers to disinfect their implements, so they're introducing bacteria back into their skin as well.
wow.
Yep.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You are all done, my dear.